you wonderful people. For today's video, I'm going to bring up a subject that I've heard it in the past, but it's something I kind of want to just kind of bring my own 2 cents in, and that is compartmentalizing name. Basically what I mean is, can you compartmentalize when you date someone that has the same name as, say, like a friend of yours, ex-significant other in general, or a family member? Like, could you date someone that has the same name as them? I don't know how most people react. I'm sure some people say no. I mean, maybe there's some people who are like, yeah, I can do it. Me personally, no, I can't. I have experience to a certain degree on those varying things. So, for example, I've brought it up before. I've had a significant other in the past named Ashley. Ashley's a pretty common name. I've known plenty of Ashleys. That's not what kind of deters that away. Like, it didn't affect my relationship at the time because I never thought that much about it anyways. Like, oh, these different Ashleys I know. It's like, no, you're the only Ashley that's in front of me that matters right now. So, like, every other Ashley doesn't exist in my mind. So that's kind of how I treated it. But it wasn't until later on, like, you know, much later on, because it's something I even brought up to her. The fact is, I didn't kind of put 2 and 2 together. It's like, oh yeah, my sister dated an Ashley in the past. Not like at the same time me and my girlfriend were dating. It was like a couple years prior. So it never matched up in my brain. Also because, I guess because Ashley's one of those names I'm not used to coming across for males. So I guess that's another reason why, because I'd always thought of Ashley as a female name. I've known since I was a little kid, it's like, oh, it can be a unisex name. Granted, I didn't know the word unisex at the time, but I learned it way back in the day from the game Wild Arms 2. I know throwing that in there, but that's legitimate when I was like, oh yeah, Ashleys can be guys too. I didn't know that, but it's still something I don't come across on a regular basis. So I've only seen like 2 male Ashleys ever, so it never sinks in my mind like, oh yeah, there's like male Ashleys too. Like, I always associate it with girls, which is very, very sexist of me, and I do apologize for that. But nevertheless, like, you know, it never came into my mind that, oh yeah, I'm dating an Ashley and she dated an Ashley. Like I said, it never got weird, but I did bring that up to my girlfriend at the time. I was like, hey, yeah, that, and she thought it was kind of funny, and I thought it was kind of funny. That same particular girlfriend, Ashley, I won't say what her middle name is, but she shares the same middle name as one of my cousins. Now, I'm not saying like it's a very unique name. I think it's a common enough name. I don't even know if they spelled it the same way. Don't care, didn't care then, don't care now, because I didn't put 2 and 2 together. Because for one, it's a cousin that I don't see often enough. I see her once in a blue moon. I've probably seen her maybe my entire life up to this point. I've seen her maybe like 15 times. It's very like, so she's very detached from my brain. She's not a cousin I hang around that often. It was like, oh, we say hi and hey to each other. That's about it. That's like as far as our conversations have ever gone in the past. So that's why it never stuck in my brain. And besides, I never called Ashley by her middle name anyway. I did on occasion, but even then, like I said, it never connected in my brain. Granted, now that I'm older and I've thought about it, no, that wouldn't fly. Like, it only worked because at that time I didn't think about it too much, and the fact of the matter is her middle name, it was her middle name. Now if it was her first name, that'd be a different story. Like, currently is what I'm talking about. As I am now, you know, even it being her middle name would probably weird me out too much, because I'm at this point where now that I'm thinking about it, I'm already putting it out there, meaning it's already at the top of my brain, meaning I would think about it now. Then I wouldn't have thought about it, but now I would, especially if it was her first name. But even if it was just her middle name, I'd still think about it. So that's kind of a no for me there. That kind of goes into what I was about to say next is, you know, ex-significant others. That means for me, Ashleys are probably all, like, I don't know. I mean, some people can. Like, I mean, you know, more power to you. I'm not trying to like put you down. Like, oh my God, how can you date someone the same name as an ex-significant other of yours? But it's like, hey, some people weren't like that. It's like, yo, they're completely different people. But in the back of my brain, I feel weird just because it would mess with my brain too much. It's like, oh, your name's Leah, and it's like, I dated a Leah in the past, and it's just like, that's just too much. Yes, you're different people. You have different interests, completely different personalities. You don't look anything alike, but at the same time, I feel like, I don't know, am I saying I would do this? No, but I feel like such a dipshit. I feel like every time I say your name, I'd be like, it'd make me cringe a little bit, because I'm like, I feel like I'm saying another woman's name even though I'm saying your name. It's just like, that's how I would be, that's how I am, so that's how I'd associate it in my brain, so I could never do that. Definitely, like I touched on it a little bit earlier, but family's definitely off the board. I would never date anyone with the same names as my sister, because there is an actress, like my second older sister, her middle name, there's an actress with the same name, but it's her last name. And it's like, to me, I'm a little torn on the inside because I'm like, oh, that actress is so pretty, and I would love to have the chance to date her, but it'd be like, you know, in my mind, you know, it never happened in real life. But it's like, if I was ever presented that opportunity, I would have to turn her down. It's not something that comes up that often, like, you know, dating someone that has the same name as a friend. I don't know. Like I said, I've had plenty of Ashley friends in the past, but like I said, at the time, I was like, yeah, just no other Ashley exists but you, just because that's kind of the mindset at the time. So I really don't know how I would like react to dating someone that's like, oh yeah, your name's Jessica. It's like, oh yeah, I had bad experience with a Jessica in the past. So like, would I bring that kind of baggage? Just like, would I end up pushing that on this Jessica because of that Jessica? I don't know. I mean, granted, there's this side of my brain that's like, I'd probably go ahead and, you know, give it a try, because there's a nerdy side of my brain that would automatically go, Jessica Jones. She's a great Jessica. Granted, she has her issues, but still, she's pretty awesome Jessica. So maybe I can make this work. My question to you is, I kind of brought it up at the beginning of the video, but could you compartmentalize? Could you work around that? Be like, oh, this person has the same name as my sister. I can do it. No, I can't do it. I'd like to know your thoughts on this. Like, the same thing can apply. You know, break it down for me. Could you date someone with the same name as a friend? You know, if you didn't have, you know, say like it's someone, a friend that you've had bad experiences with, or maybe it's a friend with good experiences. Would that influence you dating someone that has the same name? Let me know in the comments down below. But that's really all I want to talk about in this video. This video is just a mess. I was all over the place. I do apologize for that. It's just my brain just kept flooding with stuff, and it's just like I just kept spewing it out as it came. But I still hope you enjoyed the video. But until the next time we meet, be happy, be safe, live life to the fullest, and enjoy it. Good day and goodbye.